It's Friday night, 11:37. This is how I'm spending my Friday night. I got gifted this wine, but apparently it's a fancy wine, so showing it off. I don't know a lot about wine, but that is delicious. Welcome to my haul. I kind of wanted to film this haul at nighttime when I'm just feeling relaxed. We're just close friends talking about our recent purchases over some wine. It's gonna be a good time. First thing first, I want to talk about this beautiful bag. Bottega's Notturno bag. Notturno? Anyways, it's Bottega's newer bag style. I have to admit, I saw this bag for the very first time on TikTok and it sold me. TikTok's influence shall not be overlooked. This bag is amazing. First of all, it's a good shoulder size bag. A good small bag. It can still fit all the essentials. It has a decent size compartments, but it can hold a lot of things. I can definitely fit my phone in here, my wallet, some lippy. Has a zipper compartment. I love that the inside is suede, even though no one really sees that. Versatility on this bag is amazing too because you move this knot around. This is the shortest it goes and it's like the perfect shoulder bag. And with it all long, it makes a perfect crossbody. And if you're on the shorter side, you can make it so it matches your height, which is amazing because I kind of like my crossbody shorter on me. I hate when a crossbody is like all the way down to my butt, you know, it just doesn't feel right. The color is great too because you don't really expect to wear olive color bag as like your everyday bag, but it is neutral enough to wear it on an everyday basis. It's sweater season. I have a bunch of different sweaters to show you from Saison. Saison is a French brand. I feel like they do basics really well, but in that chic Parisian way. For example, this sweater, I would consider this like the perfect date night sweater. If I want to dress up, but I don't want to try too hard, this is a sweater I would slip on. I love the detail on this sweater. Sleeve has like a slight bell sleeve for that feminine touch. And this v-neck too, it might look really low, but you can kind of control how it sits on you. So you can make it more off the shoulder, show more skin, or you can just wear it as is. And it's not that low of a cut. I can also layer it with like a tank top underneath and make it more modest. This black sweater I've been wearing so often. It looks like a basic black sweater, but it has like the right amount of details to make it still fashionable. First of all, the sleeve has that slight balloon sleeve. I think that's like Saison's signature. And then it has this big button. I didn't get to wear this yet. Kind of looks like a tweed jacket from a distance, but it is a knitted cardigan with some braided detail along the collar and the edges. I think this cardigan with like a nice simple white t-shirt underneath, like a black mini skirt, Mary Jane's with white socks. That's how I'm imagining it. Maybe even like a mini pleated skirt because this gives off more mature vibes. I like to match something that feels more playful and young and fun to make it feel more me. And I also picked up this hair accessory, hair tie from Saison. I always like to say your hairstyle is part of your outfit, like the finishing touch. So let me see if I can put this on. Something like this. I've been growing out my hair, and the longer my hair gets, the more noticeable it is that my hair is really thin and I don't have a lot of it. So I've been very insecure to put my hair up and like, especially in a high ponytail, I'll put my hair up and the ends of my hair is curled today, so it's not as bad. But when my hair's straight, it looks like I have 3 strands of hair. So I haven't really been wearing ponytails, but thin hair girl struggles. Speaking of pleated skirts, I've always wanted to be like a private school girly so I can wear school uniforms and wear those pleated skirts and polo tops, but I never was, and I never wore uniforms. So something about a pleated checkered skirt I just love. So I picked up this skirt from Brandy, and surprisingly for Brandy, because you know how Brandy is one size fits all, this skirt has an adjustable waist. It has 4 different buttons, and if you put it at the inner button, it's the tightest, and you can put it, if you use the outer button, it gets bigger. So yeah, you can adjust the waist a little bit, which is nice. Thank you, Brandy. How considerate. It looks really short, but I do like the length on this. It's not too short, it still covers my butt. But I like this skirt so much that I actually went back and I picked up a black version. Every time I have something like this, I'm like, oh, I wish I had a black pleated skirt, because I'm telling you, pleated skirt versus like a simple black mini skirt, 2 different vibes. This just makes everything more young and playful and fun. I'm gonna play around styling these 2 together for sure. And another thing from Brandy, I actually picked up this red burgundy belt. I wasn't specifically shopping for a burgundy belt, but I thought it'll be a nice touch of color to my simple outfits. I love knitwear, so I have 2 more cardigans. It's from this brand called There Elsewhere. They're actually a local brand based in LA. They're definitely a hidden gem, and let me put you on. First, we have this gray cardigan. It has this like funnel neck, mock neck detail. Fits more oversized. I would wear this all buttoned up. I just love anything that comes higher on my neck because I have a long neck. But this with a mini skirt, jeans, it's just so versatile. The quality is really good. And then this brown cardigan is more of a classic round neck cardigan. I love the button detail on this because the button is also covered in this knit. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think the last time I wore this with the first button buttoned up, white t-shirt, black mini skirt with some flats. If you're looking for cardigans done right, knitwear done right, that you can wear every season, you can look forward to wearing every season, highly recommend checking out this brand. Surprise, I actually have coats to show you guys, which is weird because I live in LA and it's really never that cold enough for me to wear coats, and on a daily basis, there's nowhere to wear my coats to here. Everyone dresses so casual, like I'm not gonna wear my coat to the grocery store, right? So yeah. But I actually went to New York recently. I had an incident where my bag didn't make it until the day before I had to leave New York. So all my jackets, all my warm pieces of clothing were in my bag. Didn't have it with me, so I had to go shopping. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went to Reformation. You know, the smartest thing that I could have done is just go somewhere more affordable and buy something easy. But I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go shopping, I want to buy something nice that I can wear every season. So I decided to ball out. I went to Reformation and I got myself a nice coat. And I definitely will look forward to wearing this every season. It's a brown short coat with the fur collar. I love this fur collar. It's kind of wide and it's floofy, so when you wear it, it makes your head look really small if you're into that kind of look. But the best thing about this, you can actually detach the collar too and wear it as like a nice simple brown coat. So it's 2-in-1. It's well lined inside, so it's really warm. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this purchase. I have 2 other coats that I'm gonna show you, but this one definitely has to be my favorite one. It's just so me. I've been loving this is really bad, but I've been really into going to the mall every Sunday and just walking around to get my steps in. It's great because the mall has everything. I can get my coffee. Also, I love La Colombe's oat draft latte, and the closest La Colombe I have is inside of a mall. So I'm like, I'm getting coffee. And then I'll just walk around the mall for like an hour or 2. Get my steps in, and I would browse these stores. It's not good for me because I'll walk out with a thing or 2. This was one of them. But I walked into COS and I saw a lot of cute coats, but when I tried them on, this was my favorite. I don't own any black short coats. And I'm going to Korea, so I thought why not? It's a perfect black short coat though. I love the wider collar. 뭔가 디테일 아닌 디테일? It's like not that wide, but you know. I thought this wine would help me be more chatty, but I think my brain is getting slower. I don't know what I'm saying. A good clean black coat. I don't recommend it to anyone shorter than 5'6", 5'7" though, because for a short coat, it's longer. Like this length covers my bum. I think that's perfect for me, but I think if I was any shorter, I would think that it's a little too long for a short coat. Just FYI. I got it in size small. Another coat from Aritzia. I need to be careful what I say. I'm not a fan of a lot of things at Aritzia. I feel like a lot of their like fashion tops are kind of overpriced. Their basics are great. I love their activewear line. Their pants, I know a lot of their trouser pants were going viral on TikTok. I did go to the store and try them on. They looked great, but when I looked at the composition, again, I just felt like it wasn't worth the price. But I do love their jackets. This is kind of a unique design for me. If I saw this online, I don't think I would have picked it out for myself because I was in store again. I was doing my mall strolls. I was like, why not just try this on? It looks interesting. I tried it on. Maybe it was the base outfit that I had on. I was just wearing like a simple t-shirt and straight jeans. This just looked so effortlessly chic. Almost makes me feel like I have to go ride horses. But I love the fit of this. It's more tailored. It's very flattering. I might just take the horseback riding inspo and wear like black skinny jeans, tall knee-high boots, like a black bag with like a nice big blowout in my hair. I'm a visual person, so I'm always thinking of these outfit ideas. That's that. And I actually have another jacket from Aritzia. When I was in store, I couldn't decide between these two, so I got both. But I came home with the two jackets. I tried styling them both, and I have to say this one's more versatile and more me. And this white jacket, I'm going to return. I think this just looks good with like dark wash jeans, which I had on at the time. Nothing else really. If the clothing item is not versatile, I don't need it in my closet. But it is a cute jacket. It's like a white tweed bomber style jacket. It's a zip up. It's more casual. The color is just so white. I think I have to be so careful wearing this. And with outerwear, I don't want to have to be so careful. So that was a downside. Another Aritzia jacket that I love their fleece line. I have an ivory fleece half zip that I got last year. My mom got it for my birthday last year, but I picked up another one in pink myself because I loved it that much. Again, this is like the perfect jacket when I wake up in the morning and it's chilly outside. I just grab this and I slip this on. I make my breakfast, I make my hot cup of tea, coffee. I just thought this light pink color was really cute too. It's a good airport outfit. I have a couple more jackets. This one's from Adanola. Adanola's been like a it girl athleisure brand recently. Kendall Jenner wears it all the time. This is a nice jacket because it's oversized, but it's thin. It's super light, but it's very warm. And because of how big it is, sure you can layer a lot and actually make this work for colder months. Kind of looks like a ski jacket, like a waterproof. I don't know if it's actually waterproof. I also have other things from Adanola that I wear this to and from Paris back to LA. Adanola sweat set, all black. It's Adanola print in black, so it's super subtle. I mean, the hoodie's more apparent that it's Adanola, but I like that it's subtle. I like that it's all black for traveling. I don't have to worry so much about it getting dirty. This sweater was actually part of a birthday gift to myself. I went to Desert Hills outlet. It's like an hour out from LA, but I went to the outlet specifically looking for more fashion pieces. I wasn't looking to buy a bag or shoes. I wanted to buy clothes. And then I came across this beautiful sweater at Celine. It was 50% off. And I thought I can't really go wrong with white chunky sweater. In my opinion, this logo is pretty subtle. I don't know. Is it a debate topic? Is this logo subtle or is this too loud? The thing about this sweater, this neck part doesn't really stretch and it's quite tight. So when I have my makeup on and I'm trying to put this sweater on, I have to rip out like paper towel and I'll lay it on my head and then I'll slip this sweater on. Just like how a head cover would work at a dressing room, but at home, DIY. Finally caved in and I got the Intimissimi cashmere top. It's a boat neck top. It's sheer, so it's a perfect going out top to wear when you still want to dress casual but you want to give off nighttime. I will wear like a black bralette and I'll layer it. And it's like very subtly sexy, but not too much. You're not really showing skin. Because it's cashmere though, it's also a really good layering top. It's very warm for how thin and how see-through it is. I wore this Intimissimi tee and then this fleece for a flight recently. I was sweating. It would not be my haul without Glony. I think this is the very last jacket I have in this haul, but this jacket is also one of a kind. But it's a reversible jacket. It's furry on the outside. I love this closure going on. When I first got this jacket, I was really confused on how this worked. But this metal part twists. And then you can clasp it, and then you can close it off. Very cute detail that I don't see in a lot of jackets. Okay, I'm gonna switch my jacket to this one now. But I will flip it over. I love a fur jacket. Love a fur collar. But for this jacket, I kind of like this hoodie side more because I love this graphic. It has horses on it. It says Los Angeles to Texas. Because of the fur, this jacket is extremely warm. What else do we have here? We have these shorts from Glony. Their detail never fails to amaze me. Look at all this crochet detail. It kind of looks like a mini skirt when you put it on. I love mini shorts, all 4 seasons. These are mini, but because of this knitted crochet detail, they look more cozy and they look more seasonally acceptable. These tights, I don't know how to describe this. It's like Pointel punched out logo Cloney logo all throughout the tights. It gives a different look from sheared black tights because it's thicker and it's more opaque for sure. I have more tights. I went to Calzedonia store at Century City Mall. If you want to run into me, come walk with me every Sundays at Century City. I'm there a lot. First time buying tights from Calzedonia. I've gotten socks from them before, really like them. I see a lot of people talking about Calzedonia's sheer tights, so I thought I would try it out. I got the 20 denier sheer tights. It looks like I got skin colored tights, but they're black. And I got it in size medium because on this chart, if you're between 5'6" to 5'9", they say you should get a medium. Honestly, I feel like I could get a size large. It was buy two, get one free. So I bought two of these and I got another one, which I'll show you. I wore the other black one for Halloween and I felt like I still had to constantly pull them up, and while I'm pulling them up, it ripped. So I don't know if I really recommend it. Maybe I need a large, but I feel like large would be too big. If you have any other tights recommendations, let me know. I feel like this is what everyone recommends. Maybe I'm just too rough with my tights. But for my free one, I got these. They're polka dot tights, but they're in brown, dark brown. The girl that was working the store was super sweet. She was very helpful. She told me this was one of their best-selling styles recently, so she sold me on it. I don't know why, but I've been loving J. Crew and Banana Republic. I think I'm maturing. I walked into Banana Republic and this sweater caught my eye. It's quite bold. Brown and red, mock neck again. I love a good mock neck for my long neck. I believe this is 100% cashmere. So it's super soft and super warm. Yep, 100% cashmere. I want to show you this bag that Gemini Jewels just sent me. The satin polka dot bag. I actually see myself carrying this around in summer more, because do you see how big my sleeve is right now? It's like not ideal. Maybe with my black coat, but still wanted to show you because it's so cute. Last but not least, I want to show you this necklace that I picked up in Paris in September. I wanted a statement necklace and this really caught my eye. I'm not sure if I would wear this over plain white tee, but I'll just put it on. Black pearls with the Chanel pendant on the side. That is it for the haul, you guys. That was a product, fruit, of all of my retail therapy sessions recently. Hope you got some inspos. Cheers to our colder months. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.